So I'm going to try a couple of new clays for the first time. I've only had chalk. Monastic chalk is the only thing I've had. So I'll tell you what this is like. This is red Indian clay. It's meant to be salty. It's very dusty. Because my PS4 sounding like it's going to take off. Yeah, see how that's how dusty it is because it's made a mark on my nose. I think it's called red Khadi Clay. If it's wrong, I'll put something written on the screen. Shall I taste it for the first time? I'll just have some water. I hope I like it. Really nice texture. Much softer than the chalk I've had. Much earthier. More gritty towards the end, but just a little bit of sandiness. And more gummy. It's coating my mouth, but in like a chocolatey way, which is really nice. It is a bit salty, but it doesn't really bother me. I thought it was going to be really salty. It's more earthy. You know, like the smell of wet dirt. I think I've heard that before. It's really nice. Yeah, it's definitely not disappointed. Better than I thought. Got an amazing texture. It's not like anything else. I suppose it's kind of like gritty chocolate. Very Moorish. So nice. Wow. Now, after that amount of time, it goes gummy. But it's like, I would call it chocolatey. The grittiness puts me off a little bit. I think if I dipped it and wet it, it wouldn't have that grittiness so much, maybe. Maybe I could dip it in something slightly sweet to counteract that salty thing that's a bit odd. I want to make a paste out of it. I think it's got lots of iron in it, and it's just what my body wants. Yeah. That takes away the salty and the grittiness. Now it's perfect. Wow. Unbelievable. It's just like nothing else I've ever had. It's like chocolate but without the sweetness, which is really nice. It's almost as if it's like because sometimes I eat a bit of shea butter. It's almost as if it's fatty, like chocolate, but I don't think it is. So you're getting it without the calories, which is fantastic. So I've got some shea butter here, and what I do to avoid, you know, what I'm talking about. You can imagine sometimes when you go to the loo, it's a bit of a nightmare. When you eat lots of this stuff. Oh, this has turned to a paste already. Have a bit of shea butter with it. So I have a little bit of shea butter. Maybe less than that. Half of that. Obviously, all the better for you. Ooh. Oh my god. Soaked in water is amazing. And with the shea butter, wow. That's like the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. Texture wise and flavour wise. Shea butter does something to it. But yeah, if you soak it, just dip it, I think. Gummy clays can give you really bad constipation, so you have to counteract it with something. So drink a lot of water, have a lot of fruit, because apparently the gummy clays are really bad for constipation. So in between, I'm going to eat the rest of this rock, and then I'm going to have some water. In fact, I'm going to get some water now. I've always looked at red clay, if I've ever seen red mud or red clay and wanted to eat it. If I've gone on a walk or something, there's a place I go and they all get stuck to my feet when I walk there. Quite far, about a couple of hours away. And I always think, oh wow, it looks like chocolate. It looks edible. And little did I know that it is edible. I don't know if, your general rocks and clay that you find lying around are edible, but this one, it definitely is. So I'm going to dip it in the water. You can make pastes from other clays and dip them in, and that's really nice. I'm just going to whack it just to sort out the salty thing. And I'm going to just dip it in my shea butter. Oh, wow. So satisfying. Oh, wow. It's a really nice colour. You could use this for so many things, I'm sure. It's really sticking to my teeth, but in a really good way, like when you eat chocolate or toffee. Healthy toffee, who would have known it? It's more like chocolate, like really good quality chocolate. Look at that. Very good. I got this on eBay. I think I got a lot for my money. A big lump there. That one I just ate. And that one. I think it was about a tenner. Very, very worth it. Yes, it's definitely red Khadi clay. 200 grams. It's an Indian clay. If the ground tasted like this in India, I probably would never. I wouldn't want to do anything but eat the ground. Really something else. So I'm going to review another clay soon. It's in here. So that'll be a surprise. I haven't had that one before either. It's a lighter clay, a lighter colour. I think it's another Indian clay. I think it might be smoked, I'm not sure. Right, I'm going to clean up filthy in a really good way. So good. So when you've eaten a piece like that, it wasn't a huge amount. Drink a load of water. Shea butter I find really helps me. I'm scared to eat too much because I know that the gummy ones are really bad for constipation. But eat the other things amongst it. Definitely recommend that. 10 out of 10.